Hello, your Aunt Alaska here, and I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to letters from you, the viewer, and I'm also hearing from some of the uncles, and I will get back to you real soon. I have another court date pending, and I'll tell you about the first one, which neither one was my fault. But if you remember, I had mentioned about my nephew. We're just going to call him Ben for now because I don't disclose any of their names or anything like that. Just know that that's my nephew. Well, he had spent the weekend with me like he does many times, and he was outside playing with his slingshot, minding his own business. And the rock he had used had knocked down the birdhouse. And I mentioned that all those poor birds were, some of them got hurt and everything. And I guess one of them was nesting. And I found out later on that my nephew kept aiming until the birdhouse fell down. And I'm thinking, he's practicing. He's going to be really good someday. And I think there's an Olympic sport for slingshots. If not, they need to have that. I might write the Olympic community of the UCOA and see what they can do about that. Well, the policeman decided to add some extra charges to that because they felt like my nephew was doing something with the intent of hurting property. And I'm thinking, well, yeah, duh. If he keeps practicing until he gets the target right, it was no accident. And they said, you know, shouldn't I have a better attitude? It's like, that's me. So we're at court, and his parents decided I should handle it because they trusted me with my nephew's cares. Like, okay, I'll do what I can. So as we're walking there, my nephew's sweet little Ben, he happens to pick up a stick that was shaped like a Y. I'm thinking, Then he started putting rocks in his pocket. They wanted to buy rubber bands. I said, now, Ben, this is looking very suspicious. Please tell me you're not going to make a slingshot because we're already in trouble and we're on our way to court. And he said, I'm telling you, I'm not going to make a slingshot. I said, okay, so I believe him. I trust my nieces and nephews all the time because, after all, I am the auntie and auntie rules. So we get into the courthouse, and I guess I'm the defendant, and that other lady, I guess they called her the pig-headed person. So, anyways, Miss Pigheaded was sitting on one side, and me and my sweet nephew was sitting on the other side in the defendant role. So, the judge was listening to both sides of the story, blah, blah, blah. And I explained what happened from my personal point of view. And that pig-headed lady, she told what happened, and she just went on, damage to the property, and she wanted a public apology and about the poor birds, and a couple of them lost their lives. It's like there's plenty of birds out there, not like they're really parrots. And the judge didn't like that, so we had to apologize, and we got fined. I had to pay a $500, and he tacked on another couple $100 because hoping that would change my attitude. And I figured it wasn't. It was worth it because I'm not going to change. I am the auntie. Well, the next thing I know it, all of a sudden I see two or three rocks flying out from my nephew, and two of them hit the judge. And the judge was really upset and everything, and he started yelling and screaming at me. He said, why did you allow him to bring that in the court? I said, I didn't allow it. He made it as we were going along, and I asked him to please tell me that he was going to use it in the court. And he said, I'm telling you that's not what I'm going to do. And I said, I believed him. I didn't know that sometimes, kids would say things so they wouldn't get in trouble. I mean, I guess that happens. Well, the nephew was a little bit upset, and the lady went on and on. She wanted to send me to jail and him to jail. And I said, try it. Send us to jail. See what's going to happen. Well, the judge felt like he was being threatened again. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the slingshot away from my nephew's hand. And guess what? The judge got hit again, so the pig-headed lady. So we got sentenced both to 300 hours of community time, etc., blah, 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 blah. And I got another fine tacked on to me and what I can do and what I can't do. And we can't have any communications with the lady next door. It's like, okay. But I have a secret plan that, that was just limited just to me and Sweet Ben. And I got other nieces and nephews. I'll tell you later on what they have planned. It's going to be so much fun. What the judge should have done was to ban all of my family members, but he's a dodo bird. And so Little Ben's other weapon got confiscated, and he's not supposed to make any more slingshots or anything else like that, etc. But he called his cousins, and they got a plan of ambush coming up, and I'm looking for it. They said, we can't tell you, Auntie. You just have to see it. We don't want you to get in trouble. I said, okay, just don't hurt anyone. They said, we want. And they said, not anyone human anyways. Kids are so cute, aren't they? But that's it, and I will see you at the next video, and I'll keep you posted, and I'm working on my 300-hour community time. And have a great day, y'all. Bye.